Fossil fuels are both a poor ethical choice for investment and a poor financial choice. If you are invested in the industry that is driving this global crisis that has nearly biblical impacts, your investments are not serving the public good. And it is absolutely essential, mission level essential, that you divest from fossil fuels.
If it's wrong to destroy the planet, it's wrong to profit from that destruction. That's the basic bottom line.
DivestInvest is based on a basic assumption that finance is actually a lever of social change.
The reason I don't invest in fossil fuels is because it doesn't meet the mission of trying to transition the economies of the world to something that's cleaner, not exploitative, and more sustainable. I want to be able to look my kids in the eye and say, I've done the most I can to try to help create a world and pass on a world that's sustainable to you.
We know that this is at the heart of moving the needle. We are careering to the edge of the abyss. Of course, it's a matter of finance, but it's also a human rights issue.
The fossil fuel industry still somehow is putting $1 billion+ a day into searching for new sources of fossil fuel reserves. This is not an industry that is bent on change. It's not an industry that's contributing to the solution, and it's an industry that has to be stopped. And the way in which that ceasing happens is that investors at scale withdraw support for the activities of that industry and then withdraw their dollars.
Unfortunately, money is what talks, and money is where they hurt. So if we can hurt them there, then they'll start to think about the ethics of what they're doing.
Managers need to be doing more. Clients need to be demanding more of their financial advisors and of managers to give them better opportunities to invest.
There comes a point in time where investors have to make a decision. It becomes an inescapable question of right or wrong and where are you going to stand on this. It's an issue of identity and integrity, and that matters a lot.
This is an absolutely dangerous, feckless experiment. Powerful corporations have never controlled government policy more than they do today.
This industry, which has created much of the modern world as we know it, it bears a unique negative responsibility for untold levels of suffering and devastation. I cannot in good conscience profit from an industry like that. It means that we have to be investing those values-driven dollars and pounds and yen and assets into climate solutions, particularly solutions that are going to create access to energy for the 1 billion+ people around the world who lack access to electricity.
It's very important not only to divest from fossil fuel, because that's what's harming us, that's what's creating the emissions, and I see the impact of that on more vulnerable countries and communities all around the world, but also to invest in clean energy, because that is what can take us out of poverty.
We need, if we're ever going to make political progress on this, to weaken the power of the fossil fuel industry. That's the thing more than anything else that makes progress all but impossible. Remember, our job is to delay their destruction of the earth long enough for renewable energy to take its place. Every month that passes, the price of a solar panel goes down another % or 2, which means every month that passes, their position becomes more precarious. So part of our job is buying time.
I think when there is a decision taken politically that's the right decision, it clearly has huge benefits. Ireland is the first country to have decided to legislate against investment in fossil fuel, and I'm very proud of that.
Essentially, investment, when people look at it, is really the economic expression of your thoughts and values. And you can actually invest with your thought and values and actually end up doing better than if you invest through exploitation. It's going to happen much quicker than what people think. And so they're thinking, oh, I can invest in fossil fuels for the next 20 years. And that's just not true.
The power of divestment is that it is an activist strategy that any individual can adopt to influence their universities, their places of worship, their own retirement accounts. Small acts build up to moving large sums of money that in turn have a powerful political impact.